All right, welcome back to Sunrise. So the Women's Media Watch Jamaica will be launching the We Talk Facts campaign, marking a significant step forward in their ongoing efforts to combat gender-based violence, and promote a culture of safety. There. I know, safety and support in Jamaican society. So here to tell us more is Program Manager of We Talk for the reduction of gender-based violence, Ruth Howard. Welcome to Sunrise.
Hi,
welcome.
Good morning.
How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing fine.
Well, I love that you say we talk facts.
Yes.
So let's talk the facts. What are the statistics? What are the numbers? Can we actually say that there is an issue as it relates to gender-based violence, gender being the underscore?
Yes, absolutely we can. This is Jamaica. And it's not just in Jamaica. Let's start with the facts globally. So the World Health Organization tells us that 1 in 3 women and girls experience some form of sexual violence by the time they hit 18 years old. In Jamaica, that number is 1 in 4. Now, when you say that to persons, they're like, 1 in 4, it's kind of abstract, right? But if you look around you and just look at the number of women in the room you're in right now, 1, 2, 3, somebody's been abused. 1, 2, 3, somebody who's been abused. That's a lot of women, and women make up almost 50% of the country. That's a lot of people in the country experiencing violence. And it's not even just women. There are other forms of violence, because gender-based violence is violence that you experience because of your gender, or that predominantly affects one gender. So men also experience this kind of violence as well. It is a problem in the world and in Jamaica. We call it the silent pandemic.
Question for you on the back of that. When we're talking about gender-based violence, I know you alluded to, sexual aggressions just now, but does it also encompass other forms of violence?
Oh, absolutely. Because it's tied to the expectations we have about power and control, especially in relationships, it takes various forms. So it can be physical violence, which is, the hitting, the pinching, the slapping, the stuff that you can see. Sexual violence is the other one, which is the stuff that you can see. But then there are other forms which are not as obvious because they don't leave scars on your body. So there is the emotional violence, psychological violence, right? The intimidation, the threatening, the stalking, these things that affect your mind, that affect your emotions, that affect your sense of comfort and well-being, but that won't necessarily leave a mark on your physical body. And then there's also financial or economic violence, which is literally withholding money that a person needs to move forward in life. So this especially is clear if you look in an intimate partner relationship where there's a man and a woman. So let me flip the example. She might be working and he might not. And he may have certain needs that he has to tend to, and she knows he's depending on her for those needs. What she can do is withhold that money from him and cut him off from a source of support to do things that she knows he needs to do. And in that way, she's holding him back, she's controlling and manipulating him. And that is financial violence. Because he's not able to protect himself, he's not able to do anything about it, he's vulnerable. And yes, I did flip the genders from what would normally obtain. Yes.
And it was a smart flip. It was a smart flip, because then people can see it in ways that they might not previously have.
Yeah.
Ruth, help us to appreciate now where your organization comes to the conversation from, because Women's Media Watch has been around for a while.
A long time.
And it has taken on many issues. I mean, from a Women's Media Watch perspective, how do we see this becoming relevant?
All right, so WMW Jamaica, which is, we rebranded to WMW Jamaica, but we were Women's Media Watch, is a 35-year-old organization. We started in 87 or 88. And what we started as was a group that was primarily advocating for about how the media portrayed women and girls.
That's what I remember it being,
yes. Right. But over the years, we've expanded to now including a gender focus on development issues. So whether it is climate change, education, religion, finances, we can apply a gender lens to that issue and show how even in that sphere, in that thematic area, gender is relevant and important as a factor that has to be considered for holistic development and moving forward. Yeah.
Interesting. And so we talk facts.
Yeah.
This particular campaign, how can persons who are watching this conversation and interested get plugged into it?
All right. So the We Talk Facts campaign is part of the We Talk project. And the full name of the project is We Talk for the Reduction of Gender-Based Violence. The project is funded by Global Affairs Canada and Oxfam Canada. The goal of the project is, as the name states, to help reduce gender-based violence in Jamaica, because we recognize that it is a problem. On Thursday, we'll be having our media campaign launch at Emancipation Park. It starts at 4 o'clock, and we have a special treat for persons who come early. So there is something we're developing called a tunnel of misconceptions. And what that is a little tunnel. We've put some tents together. We're creating an audio-visual experience that will literally allow persons to walk through, and through what they hear and what they see, they will get an understanding of some of the very strong beliefs we have as a culture about gender-based violence and some of the ways that they can counter it as citizens. So persons can come to Emancipation Park Thursday, May 30, 4 o'clock. It goes on from 4 until 7. After the opening of the tunnel at 4 to 5, then we will have a sit-down segment where we'll have messages from some of our key partners and stakeholders, and we'll also have a panel discussion where we talk about violence, gender-based violence among adolescents, because we've seen a lot of that in the news lately, a lot of school violence, a lot of just fighting and so on, and some of it has taken on a gendered flavor. So we want to have a discussion about that. So inviting everybody from the public to please come out and join us.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Done, well done. That was Ruth Howard, Program Manager of We Talk for the Reduction of Gender-Based Violence. Coming up next, Court is in session. Law and Order JA is up next, and we'll be right back.
Hi Sunrisers, my name is Kimani Richards. I attend the Crumbacall High School, and what I look forward to the most is drama clubs, music clubs, and etc. Bye.